Alright guys, I just wanted to make a fair warning before we do this video. I do have my laundry going on, so if you hear that in the background, I am sorry. It shouldn't be too loud because I got my headphones in, but I don't know. Anyway, alright guys, so I wanted to talk about 3 shoe companies today. I'm staying inside because it's hot as hell outside right now, and I'm waiting on something specific to get back out there and skate some early morning sessions or some late night sessions. There's going to be literally no midday sessions for the next 4 to 5 months because it's about to be absolute hell out here. Anyway, I wanted to go on ahead and talk about New Balance, Nike, and Adidas and their current roster of shoes that are out right now. I wanted to point out some of the shoes I think are like really different, really special, the ones I like, and I just wanted to overall talk about their selection at this moment in time. So what better shoe company to start with than the newest one into skateboarding, which is New Balance. So right here I have the New Balance site up on my trusty iPad. You guys should be seeing a screen recording somewhere around here. I don't know where exactly it's going to be. I feel like the best shoe to start with when it comes to this site is the New Balance Numeric futsal collaboration that they had here, this gray shoe here. It's actually pretty sick. When I first saw the shoe, I wasn't sure what to think about it. It's definitely not a shoe that I would personally get myself just based off of the style, but I do think that this shoe is like starting a wave in their creative space for New Balance. This shoe is merging a futsal shoe and a skateboarding shoe together. So you can expect that this shoe is going to have some serious durability, but also have some really good breathability. Grip is probably going to be pretty awesome as well. It definitely takes after the futsal look. I personally am not really sure how I feel about the look, but after seeing some skaters skating it and seeing it in person, I warmed up to it a lot more. It's a better looking shoe when you have a pair of pants that literally go all the way down to the heel counter of the shoe, so you don't see any ankle, you don't see any sock. I think that's the best way to rock them. I know a bunch of people are going to wear them with shorts, especially if it's hot where you are. And then there's just going to be people wearing with like the high, like, I don't want to say it's high taper, but like where you could clearly see your socks. I don't know how that style is going to work, but for me personally, that's not my style. I'm going to make sure that my pants literally go all the way down to the heel counter of the shoe. I think what they're doing here is pretty dope. It's a dope looking shoe. It's a dope concept. I'm personally not a huge fan of the way it looks, but I do like that they're using fresh foam in here. Fresh foam is a material that they use in their basketball shoes, they've used in certain soccer shoes, and a couple other like running shoes and stuff like that, but they're introducing it to skateboarding. This is a little more compact than Absorb. They also come in a wide, which is kind of insane. I noticed that New Balance has rolled that out as of recently. I noticed it with the 440 version 2s. The low tops have a wide version in the black and gum. 440 version 2, it's a dope shoe. It's honestly a really, really clean looking version of the 440s. I like the version 2s a lot because of the way that they implement that N in there. It's like protruding from your eyelet system on your shoes, and it just overall just looks like a cleaner, more well put together shoe. And I don't know, like something about this look is super clean to have that pure black and then that white N in the gum sole. Sick as hell. This is the first shoe I've noticed that they used a white on, and I think it's the perfect shoe to do that with because it's a nice little Volk cup sole hybrid. It's definitely a cup sole construction, but it's made to be thin like a vulcanized shoe to give you the best of both worlds. And I think it's a nice starting shoe for New Balance to tell you if you want to go full vulcanized or full cup sole. And honestly, highly recommend this shoe. It's one of my favorite shoes that New Balance has ever dropped, and definitely one of my favorite looking. Now, a shoe that I'm super duper hyped on is the 480 highs. I saw this colorway specifically come out. This is some form of collaboration. When I saw it in person, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I wish the whole shoe was made of suede to kind of match that backing being made of suede, but I know it's for the style. I know it's for the overall look of the shoe. I think it's still pretty sick though. Like I probably could have wore it out for sure. And if I get my hands on a pair, or have the extra money to grab this pair, then I'll definitely get it to wear out. But I wasn't gonna get it to skate, and that was my original game plan before a certain shoe for a different company dropped. But then I saw this pair that is $10 less and way more up my alleyway. This is the all black and gum sole New Balance 480 highs. I think that this shoe right here is super sick, and they really set it off by putting that outline of white behind the New Balance end. Like that is sick. I don't care what anybody says. It's actual suede. It looks sick as hell. I want to get my hands on these. I don't know if I can, but if I see them in person, I'm going to give it my best shot to get my hands on them. They also came out with an all-white leather version with the gray New Balance N and a gray sole. And I like that frost gray look with the all-white. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Personally, for me, I like wearing white and gray together. I don't do it very often because I just don't have that many white and gray options. But I really like the way these colors match. It just looks like nice and cool and clean. This shoe right here, I don't believe comes in a wide, but they haven't released yet online. I'm pretty sure they're at skate shops right now though. As far as New Balance site and options for what they have out right now, I think they have a nice general selection of shoes that aren't too far over $100. Most of the shoes on their site are around that $84 to $90 range, which is sick because that means that more skaters can get their hands on them. I personally like New Balance as a brand because they simply just do what they're supposed to do in skateboarding. They make a shoe that can last, that performs well, and overall feels good while, I don't know, keeping it mostly under $100. All right, so now we have Nike SB. I will say that right now with Nike, I'm not really too thrilled on what we have going on right now. And not to say that Nike's being lazy at all or anything of that nature. I feel like they haven't rolled out anything new as of right now. Now, to be fair, they just came out with the vertebrae and they're making more colorways in that shoe. And a lot of people are like kind of veering towards that shoe now that they've seen the different colorways that Nike has made the colorway, in my personal opinion, outshine the silhouette, because I wasn't a huge fan of the vertebrae silhouette, which is why I never tried them out, why I never bought them. But I do like the colorways they've been rolling out lately, and the vertebrae has been looking really nice because of that. But as you look at the site, you notice nothing really different going on. The Janowski and that orange and the Janowski slip-ons have been the newest additions to my personal knowledge, and I do like the way these both look. The Janowski slips being under $90 is amazing to me because I personally don't believe any slip-on should be over $90 or over $100. The Force 58s are getting some new colorways, which I do like this premium colorway one right here. It has that kind of beach vibe to it. I know they released a suede version with the same general color blocking that I personally like the most, but I kind of slipped on getting them. But the Force 58s are pretty dope as well. Like I said, the vertebraes, they're in here. They're actually on sale in here. They have a few colorways. I think my favorite colorway of the vertebraes that are on Nike's site right now is this like maroon one right here. Has just a really clean like white sole and a really clean maroon top. It doesn't make me think about the silhouette too much because for me, the side panel of the silhouette is what I don't like. I don't like how we get past the toe box area to that side panel just being on top. It kind of like looks like a cicada in my personal opinion. It just looks like a cicada. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of it. Now, what Nike has been seriously putting like all 10 toes down on is the Tyshawn Air Max. Now, for me, the insole being the midsole and the insole was an issue for me. I think if they just added a little bit more towards the sole, I would have liked the shoe 10 times more. But outside of that, this shoe did skate really well. So I'm a little bit sad that I'm missing out on this pink colorway, this pink and white. I'm missing out on that blue and white colorway. I've seen them in shops. They look really sick. Seeing the team colorway come out for skaters to actually skate with mostly suede pieces is pretty awesome. I think that like Nike is really doing what they need to do with this shoe. I don't know. Outside of that, I don't really see too many different things going on with Nike. I did find that this new collaboration with the Dunk and the Blazer was pretty sick. You can't get these on the Nike site. I think you have to get them off of sneakers. Oh wait, these are going to be available on the 4th of June actually. I think that this shoe's concept is pretty sick. Personally, it's very different. I think if you really know how to rock obscure like designs and stuff like that, then this is going to be the type of shoe that you would want to grab. You don't have to worry about wrecking your laces because they're going to be covered up, so that's kind of a plus too. So I can see a lot of people not liking them in the beginning, but then grabbing them later on and being like, all right, this is one of the best Blazers that they've dropped. Now we're on Adidas, and we have a couple shoes that are on here that I want to personally talk about. The first one I want to talk about is the Pro Shell 80B, which is the mid-top version to the Superstars, and the high-top version to that is the Pro Models. But right here we have the Pro Shell 80B. I think that this colorway is actually pretty sick. It's a nice black and brown. I feel like you can wear it out if you want to be like at a little bit more of a like casual type event or whatever. But at the same time, you're gonna get a lot out of it if you skate it. It's going to be made of leather with that shell toe being made of that rubber, so you're looking at maximal durability when it comes to this shoe. Overall, I just think that they chose a really nice colorway when it came to this shoe. At first, when I saw it, I wasn't really sure how to feel about the shoe, but after seeing people skate it, seeing people style it, and seeing people wear it off to the side with like the straps and stuff like that, I was like, all right, this shoe is actually pretty sick. For everybody who's liking the shell toes right now with Adidas, I know it's like a huge thing right now in Adidas skateboarding. A lot of people are wearing those shell toes again. I think that's going to be a nice shoe to grab if you don't want a high top kind of restricting your movement, but then you also want something that gives you a little bit of ankle protection from when the board like hits you on the side of the ankle, or if you do a lot of flicking, you tend to hit like your ankle bone or anything like that and tear your socks and stuff like that. So that's a really dope shoe to check out. Personally, I think it's sick. $120 is a little bit much, but at the same time, the pro models tend to be about that much too, so you're looking at this general pricing for that type of shoe. On their site, you don't really see too many of the shell toes or anything like that. You just see a lot of the Campuses, the Sambas. You see the first Tyshawns, which brings me to this shoe here, which is the Tyshawn low shoe. This isn't the tube, this is this first one before he dropped the tube. I think that this shoe is actually really, really sick. Because it's using mostly suede and nubuck, and they're using like that white stitching. If you want an all black shoe that has a little bit of like stick out and pizzazz and stuff like that, this is definitely one of those shoes that you want to check out, especially if you want a shoe under $90 that takes a lot of impact. This shoe is super dope. I remember having the mid-top versions in green. They did its job. I still had good board feel, but I had really good impact protection. Never had any complaints of impact. The Tyshawn lows are exactly that of the Tyshawn mid, the first one that he dropped. I think it's a sick shoe. Now, one that isn't really a skateboarding shoe, but is released through skateboarding, is the Simplest ZX 6001. I think that this is one of those shoes that you wear to the session and wear away from the session, and you carry your skate shoes with you, because it's going to be offering a lot of different padding, a lot of different comfort, a lot of different breathability. If you want to still skate it, go on ahead, whatever floats your boat, but I definitely don't believe that this shoe is meant to be skated. It's definitely more of a comfort shoe. I think that's actually really sick looking shoe if you want something that kind of gives you like the dad vibe, or just if you want to find something to like really style and make look different. This is one of those shoes that has been introduced into the skate world to kind of do that. I think it's a sick shoe. I think it's one, if you want a shoe from Adidas to like wear to and from sessions, and you're not really a fan of wearing like slides and stuff like that, that's one of those shoes to do it with. Sick looking shoe, honestly. I think they should bring out a black version. Now, the shoe that we're all been waiting for, it is the Tyshawn 2. It's the shoe that I'm most hyped about when filming this video. I can't wait to go grab them tomorrow on June 1st from the skate shop. I'm literally going to try to make sure that I make it first thing in the morning, right after work. I'm trying to take a nap and all that stuff to do that. But the Tyshawn 2 is a really, really sick looking shoe, and I'm so hyped that they're dropping these in the white and black with that black outsole and then this like multicolored actual sole to the shoe. Now, the actual sole to the shoe has a lot going on with it, a lot of flex grooves, a lot of zigzag patterns, and a lot of smooth parts to still allow you to get as much control as possible while leaving you with awesome grip. And then you have a sneak peek to this like midsole that they're using, this orange piece right here. They're using a different midsole this time around. They're describing it as lightning strike cushioning. I believe that's going to be the name of the midsole there, and it's going to protrude onto the heel of the sole here. You can expect that to take impact. I've had the pleasure of holding the shoe in person. It's a little bit lighter than the first Tyshawn, and it has a little bit more of a dense heel, but the toe fit is nice and board feely. I think that this shoe is going to be awesome. I personally can't wait to have them in my inventory and be able to skate them. It just looks sick. I think it's going to be a little bit more comfortable than his first shoe, while still offering a little bit of a sharper flick and more than likely a little bit more durability. It's $100. I kind of expected that this shoe would be a little bit more expensive than his first one, but if I'm not mistaken, his first shoe was like $85 when it dropped, and I believe this shoe is offering a little bit more durability than that. I don't know, I'm hyped. It's an all leather shoe. I personally don't like skating leather, but when I got to hold the shoe in person, the rubber that goes around the outsole of the shoe that makes your foxing tape, it's actually pretty sticky. That's it with this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, definitely hit that like button and let me know. I want to go through all the shoe companies that skateboarding has to offer and talk about what they have currently on their site, what attracts me, what doesn't, all that good stuff. And I'm hoping to do it with other people as well. So if you guys are thinking that would be like really sick to do a live together and talk about certain shoes in the industry and talk about certain shoe brands, definitely let me know. Hit me up in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments again. As always, make today your day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to find some time to skate outside where it's not blistering hot out here in Arizona. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy, guys. Thank you for watching. Catch you later.